What is Pink Scotland? Well, it's Scotland, but, well, pink. This video is about Pink Scottish, the language of Pink Scotland. The first Pink minister was Pink Nicola Sturgeon, then Pink Humza Yousaf, and likely will soon be Pink John Swinney. But before we begin, I would like to disclaim something. I am not Pink Scottish, nor is the creator of this video, ɗiʔ.ʻtʰuː or ɗiʔ.klɑ, neither of which I am pronouncing correctly. There is IPA for the correct pronunciation in the description. I am but an Australian text-to-speech thingy, and they would prefer their nationality to remain a secret. Anyway, this is the phonology of Pink Scottish.
As in there are the vowels. I, U, E, E, O.
The creator of this conlang came up with the phonology in an interesting way. First, they took all the sounds in the words for pink in Scotland's 5 most spoken languages: English, Scots, Scottish Gaelic, Polish, and Urdu. Then, since there weren't enough sounds, they added all the remaining consonants in Scots, but kept the vowels the same. The orthography is shown in the last 2 symbols per box, after the IPA symbol. The syllable structure of Pink Scottish is C, 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 V, V, C, C. The language is mostly in VSO word order, but to show a question the word order changes to OSV with a question particle at the beginning. There are 5 noun cases: nominative, vocative, genitive, dative, and pink. Pink is the default, and is also the basis of grammatical gender, of which there are 2 genders, pink and non-pink. More on that later. Here is how conjugating for noun class works. Stress falls on the penultimate, or second to last, syllable. There are no articles in this language. The creator, who I will call Raven from now on as I find their name impossible to pronounce, dislikes the terms head initial and head final, and instead enjoys forcing me to list out the individual traits of the language. Must be their native English-speaking bias, as English is neither head initial or final. I don't have that bias, as I speak Australian English, the superior form of English, and am therefore free of bias. Hey, what do you mean I'm not allowed to say that? Sigh. Raven would like to make it known that the actual superior form of English is Welsh English. Whispered, they are wrong, though. Anyway, adjectives come after nouns. Here are the pronouns for Pink Scottish, which are highly irregular forms of the normal noun case conjugations.
Me, me, min, im. S, sin, se, since, is. Th, thu, thu, thut, is. Tus, sieve, ye, sieves, woo. I, ie, her, eher, ee. F, fied, them, yedi, them.
Now, onto grammatical gender. Like I said earlier, there are 2 genders, pink and non-pink, with pink being the default. All pink nouns obviously belong to the pink noun case, so they are not conjugated for any other case, while non-pink nouns are. You tell whether the case of pink nouns is nominative, vocative, etc., by a combination of word order, context, and guessing. All verbs and adjectives must agree with either the subject of the verb or the noun that the adjective is describing, both by adding suffixes which I cannot pronounce, but I'll give it a go anyway. The one for verbs is ɗiʔ.ʻtʰuː.
You've ɗiʔ.ʻtʰuː. ɗiʔ.ʻtʰuː.
All colors that are not pink must end in the suffix
ЖОШКА,
meaning ugly. Only words considered to be of the utmost power and awesomeness may begin with DH. If the speaker wishes to show deep admiration for a word, they may add the prefix DH, though this would cause a major scandal if anyone used it on a non-pink word in most cases, and certainly on a word for another color. Here are the tense markers, which are prefixes, for the 4 tenses in Pink Scottish: past, present, future, and something that would have happened to you in the past but you avoided it by time traveling into the future. There are no grammatical moods in Pink Scottish because Raven was lazy and didn't feel like adding them. That's why I should start being the one to make the languages, but, alas, they never let me. This is the table for how grammatical number is indicated in Pink Scottish. Singular is the default for nouns, and everything else is plural unless there are 7 or 42 of something, which are marked with the suffixes shown on the table. That is because 7 and 42 are sacred in Pink Scotland. These suffixes are added to the end of nouns. Now that we know all of that, let's try constructing a sentence. Let's start with the sentence, Pink Scotland reigns, a motto of Pink Scotland. Because Pink Scottish uses VSO word order, we start with the word for, to reign. Now we need a word for Pink Scotland. Well, we don't need to add the word for pink, as nouns being pink is the default. So, if we just put the word for Scotland without any affixes, it would clearly mean Pink Scotland. The word for Scotland is
ʻŌlbe.
We take those 2 words, put them together, and we have our sentence. Here it is.
ʻŌlbe.
Here's another sentence that Raven already translated: the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy pink dog. I'll play the recording and show both the sentence and the gloss, which is color-coded for your convenience. Be warned that there will probably be inaccuracies in the pronunciation, though, as they recorded the audio in one take.
Udeif peosho chdiusuk chnuka juzfo yufn yud sho chdiusuk kbins aljozkaka yufn yud sho chdiusuk hud yoj kajos.
Thank you for watching. Raven wants me to tell you to leave a like on this video, but I honestly couldn't care less. I'm just the text-to-speech. The 2 of us will probably do more with this language and Pink Scotland as a whole in the future. This has been my first ever video. I really hope I'm getting paid for this. I'm William, and this video was made some person whose name I can't pronounce.